Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Touch pass on the run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short in the first down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding...
Off he goes. The 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
A little release to the back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. The back goes in motion. Pushes ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. The quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the 1st down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 30. Flying out to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tosses it back. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Trick plays are really fun when they work. But when they don't work, everybody's like, why the heck did you run that? Because I practiced it. I practiced it all week. I'm going to call it at some point in the game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Dalton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. LSU right back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Tompkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The end of the first quarter. LSU 14, Texas A&M 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Discards a man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the gun, they give to the back. At the 45, on its way. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Oh, it's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Firing to the right, complete. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Parker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Texas A&M going quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Back to the air one more time. Steps away to find some room. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Arkansas State.
They'll throw it on first down.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a 3rd and long. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Wants to pass it. Makes the grab on the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Splits the uprights. It's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On second down, he'll fire. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll go right back to him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. The Aggies will hustle through the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. It's caught. And chunk plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
If you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
To the ground with the back.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a catch past the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 35, Texas A&M 30.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Direct snap. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on the first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Texas A&M going up tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They move on top here in the 4th. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Barrels ahead. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal. You're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
When the offense stays aggressive, they try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got the quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. change. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
I'll tell you what, the crowd being really involved and really into it, not so much now after that scramble. Great job getting the first down and fourth down. That'll take some air out of those fans' lungs.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's got him, and they convert. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Leaves it with the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown LSU! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Oh, he tosses it back. Escapes the sack. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. No matter how much college